our 9 questions for
I hope
all
so.
of our talented artists?
See.
All right, so what is your hometown, Ronn Stewart?
Hometown is Atmore, Alabama.
Southern boy.
Yes, I am. Somehow people say I've lost the accent, but depending on who I'm talking to and where I am, it comes back real quick.
It's very faint, but I like it.
I used to be embarrassed that I was from Atmore, Alabama. I used to try to hide it, and having my company in Santa Fe, somehow in that time I did learn to embrace it and even see that it had some power.
There's lots of great things about being Southern.
Yeah. I'm embracing it these days.
Don't be afraid of where you came from.
I'm from a very small town in deep, deep Southern Alabama.
All right.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
So where are you currently living? Current Chicago area neighborhood?
Downtown Evanston. Nice north downtown Evanston.
Nice.
Yeah, I love it.
Evanston.
No, it's really, there's a lot of smart people around here.
Right. And if you can walk here, I mean, hey man.
Yeah, I get to walk to my studio, and at 37, everyone still thinks I'm a college student. I love it. I take it. It feels good. So I put on my dance bag, and everyone thinks I'm going to school. And I am. I'm going to teach dance.
Don't tell anyone I'm the boss.
Shh. I like it that way.
I know that feeling. I know that feeling. I am no one you need to pay attention to.
I do show up about 2 minutes before my classes, but I do that on purpose. I live 2 blocks away.
Why not?
I'm here.
Why not? That's great. That's great. So, our next one, your favorite guilty pleasure song?
I would have to say it's Mountain Song by Jane's Addiction. A little bit of hard rock. Yeah, I have that side. Yeah, I have a side, so that's coming down the mountain. Yeah, when I need to crank that up in the car.
Or anywhere.
Yeah, or anywhere. I tend to, when I'm driving by myself, make sure that song's on the list.
Excellent.
And it gets blared.
It's a good driving song.
Yeah.
I like it. I think that may be my favorite question that we ask everybody. There have been really enlightening things about, like, advice and whatever, but it's my favorite question. It's my favorite. So good to know. Jane's Addiction.
There you go.
I like it. What was your worst side job?
Worst side job was probably working for my stepdad's car wash when I was a teenager.
That is hard work.
Yeah, it wasn't necessarily hard, it was just boring and dirty. Minimal.
Yeah. Alright, so
that's that job. I'm glad I don't have those kind of jobs anymore. I think that's the only real job I've ever had, actually.
Non-dance.
Dance related or in the arts or somehow creative.
Good. Congratulations.
Thanks. Somehow I've managed that.
Yeah. All right. And you had to do that anyway. Even if you had some other dance thing going on, if it was your stepdad's business, you were going to work in it anyway.
Yeah, it was kind of, It was a great opportunity. It was, just
for sure.
A crappy job.
Yeah. I get it. Okay, so your favorite non-dance activity? If you had a moment when you were dancing. I know, right?
Well, lately it's been since we put this place together and I had all these empty walls, I decided, well, I can throw something on canvas. And so I started painting.
Very cool.
And it's my new sort of stress relief, creative outlet. Put on some good music, think about choreography and paint at the same time.
That's really cool.
Thanks. It is fun.
That's one thing that I've never, ever had any kind of ability for. Building things, yes. Constructing, fabric, costumes, fabric things I can do. Two-dimensional things, I am a failure.
See, I'm not a natural drawer at all, and I don't have that, talent.
Yeah.
But somehow abstractly, layers, colors, big different brushes, textures.
That makes sense from the way that you think about choreography too, actually.
Yeah, it's chunky kind of pop, lots of layers.
Yeah.
Somehow make it look old too.
Yeah.
Cool. There's some hanging up here.
I like it. I'll have to go check them out. I didn't realize that they were yours.
Some of them are, some of them aren't. So.
Okay. Cool. That's awesome. Good
cool.
To know.
Thanks.
Okay, so next one. What's the worst advice you ever got?
Hold it.
Emotionally, physically, whatever.
Yeah, I think dancers will understand that.
Oh, yeah.
Hold it.
Which is completely the opposite of what you should be doing.
Yeah. So I think I spent years of holding. Yeah. I spent a couple years holding it, and that was bad advice.
It is bad advice.
Yeah.
He's right.
Don't hold it.
Keep breathing.
Yeah.
Keep living. It's good. So, the best advice you ever got. The other side of that.
Wow. Probably my stepdad, someone had the crappy job.
Right.
You can never go home again. you know, that idea, but just in the right setting, in the right time in my life, the way he said it was good advice.
As in, it was like a welcoming for you to leave? Is that sort of a, you can't go home,
move on, kiddo. It was more of my Santa Fe experience and kind of moving here in that time and really embracing the opportunities here in Chicago and just being here and doing this.
Cool. And not holding on to.
Back there.
Right.
Yeah.
That was good advice.
Yeah.
Stepdad. Good people.
You
First
never
job,
go home again.
you can't go home.
Yeah.
All right. Not to say you shouldn't come home.
We've
go
had
visit
our
your
ups
mother.
and downs
Go
and
visit
rounds
your mother.
Yeah. No. You can go home again. You can't stay home again.
Yeah. Kind of. Once you leave, the next
it's not going to be the same way.
Yeah,
you know,
for sure.
You can't go back into the same comfortable situation. Exactly.
Yeah, that's great. What attribute do you admire most in other people?
Perseverance, fortitude, and maybe courage.
Yeah, those are good ones.
I like people to be brave and move on when they need to be able to step up and let go, to be able to take the next step.
Right.
I admire that.
Right, and keep taking it.
Yeah, exactly.
That's not just one step, it's all the rest of them.
It is, for a long time, for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
Being willing to move forward and learn and grow. But also that idea of holding on to something you really, really believe, you know. Perseverance, seeing something through. You know, even though it is going to be tough and it's not going to go the way you dream, and there's going to be lots of bumps in the road. Yeah. But I admire people who find their dream regardless, that reach that big picture goal.
Right, and are willing to do all those adjustments that you have to do along the way.
Exactly, and not necessarily quit or give up when it gets hard, but to dig deep and somehow work around it. Especially gracefully, or somehow with integrity.
Difficult.
Yeah, it is. Especially in this world, in this dance thing.
Yeah.
It's
well,
not
I
easy.
feel like artists are so emotionally charged anyway, which is what makes them good at what they do. But then also like tempers and drama.
Exactly. And so knowing that that's going to be part of it, and just dealing with it, rolling with it, being able to put it in the right perspective. I admire that.
Yeah.
When I see people that do that to me, that's almost. I think that's really what it is to make it as a dancer. The people who really make it all the way persevered. You know?
Oh.
Their dream, their ideal didn't work out. Very, very rarely. Very rarely did it work out exactly how they dreamed up. Yeah. And yet some of us still do it and maintain and we stick it out all somehow, even though sometimes we're beat up and bruised emotionally and ego and everything else along the way. But we...
what else are you going to do?
Exactly. It's like, this is my life and this is what I'm doing. I don't care what you think.
Yeah. Exactly. So. Yeah, those are
I
great.
like that.
I like that too. Yeah.
Is that it? Did we
no, we got one more. One more.
Okay. I thought that seemed like.
Yeah, just one more. We're almost there.
Okay, we're getting
Finish
there.
line is like right over there.
Good, they're putting it back.
What was one live performance moment that affected you? And it could be your own or something you saw, but something live.
It's a live performance. I didn't dance in it very much, but I did. But I just put it all together. And for me, it was a show we did called Dancing Under the Stars.
Was it outside?
It was outside.
Dancing
Under the Stars at the Santa Fe Opera with my company and just a who's who of the dance companies from the Southwest, along with a couple people from New York City Ballet, American Repertory Flamenco Company, and the Tewa dancers from the Pueblos of northern New Mexico, and my dance company, and some of my students, and just that whole show, putting together, and then getting the opera about 3 days before was going to cancel the whole thing because they're so accustomed, they were so used to selling out years before. You know?
Sure.
With shows, and we had very small, low ticket sales.
Pre-sale?
Yeah, pre-sales were low, but then we had a line backed up almost to Espanola the night of the show.
Right.
And we had about 1,800 people there. I think it seats about 2,000.
That's great.
And just the opening moment of that, watching it all happen, and the sun was setting. I don't know if you've ever been to the Santa Fe Opera, but it's a pretty special place. And so for me, that show was a highlight, and something I'll always hold on to. And just, again, persevering and accomplishing that.
Yeah, sure.
There were so many times it was going to get shut down, and somehow we fought and put it on.
Did it?
It was great. It was really great. The finale was a piece that I choreographed with everyone in the show. And so we did that most of that day. So we were there all day constructing a piece with, flamenco dancers and indigenous and ballerinas and like 75 people. And,
right.
Yeah, it was a highlight. And I'm always going to remember that.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. And then all of those people who, I don't know what this is, will go.
Yeah,
You got them.
No, they came. Yeah, exactly. We did what we needed to do and got people there.
That's so cool.
And a lot of it was actually, last minute busing kids in from schools and giving away and paper. It was a lot of that, but it still was a very successful overall evening.
Cool.
And it was an event. So
sure.
Happened once. It was that night. We were all there and we're like, hey, look at this. There's something besides opera at the opera.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's that's the deal. Like, you can videotape it, but it's not the same. Sharing the molecules in the room, and if that goes off once with that many people involved in all of it, that is a special science experiment right there.
Exactly. And when I look back for the 10 years and what I did there in Santa Fe and stuff, I just always look back to that night as being sort of the culmination, the highlight, of everything coming together.
That's a good one. Yeah. Put that in your pocket.
Thanks. I wear it when I need to. I remind myself when things get tough. Remember that thing you did?
We could do that.
Pat myself on the back a little.
There
Keep
you go.
going.
Yeah. And you do need those along the way when you're the boss man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
I seem to keep putting myself there. So.
Yeah. That's fine. Sometimes
someone's got to do it.
Sometimes it's better to not have other people be your boss.
Yeah.
Really
and then when we got into this,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not working for the man.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much,
Thank
Ron.
you. Thanks a lot, Katie.
I'm really excited about your piece. We're a little scared, but we're really excited, actually.
I am too. I can't wait. I'm going to come on the 17th for sure.
Awesome.
Check it out. So
exciting.
Come see us.
All right. Yeah. So everybody, go to the website, danceintheparks.org. Check out all our performances. Come see Ron's piece. Hopefully the weather will be beautiful and not hot like it has been. But thanks so much, Ron.
It's going to be great either way.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Thank you.
We always do.
Yes.
All right. Thanks, everybody.
Thanks.